Welcome to the capital of Spain, Madrid. Madrid was like magic. We feel so blessed to have experienced such an enchanting blend of nature and architecture. The capital city is bustling with people and things to do, but has a side to it that is blissfully serene in one of the many parks. With such rich history ingrained into amazing architecture and a sense of togetherness throughout the city, it's no wonder that everyone we encountered here seemed to have a smile on their face. We have made it to Madrid, the capital of Spain. We're just exploring today, seeing what we can find. Got a few sites that we want to check out, but the first stop here is Plaza Mayor, and it is in the heart of Madrid and one of the first buildings that was built in old Madrid. So it's quite beautiful, old looking buildings, but just a very different look than what you would expect from the older buildings in, let's say, London or in Italy. Like, it's just very distinct. The red colors are very distinct and it's gorgeous. Nice open space, some shops. We're gonna check it out.
This is the busiest I've ever seen any plaza. In London and Lisbon, in the past couple months, wherever we've been to, it's just packed with people. There's food, there's shops, there's places to see, things to do, so let's take you around.
I don't know what's happening in this plaza. Like, there is everything but nothing happening at the same time. Like, I don't know what to do. We still have to explore, but there's, I think, 4 or 5 tour groups I see in this plaza area because it's huge. And I've seen like 5 very random characters in like the mascot dress up: Buzz Lightyear, Chucky, Donald Duck, King Kong, Bart Simpson. I'm like, what is happening? Watching these like street performers here that are really getting like involved with the crowd, and they're only speaking Spanish, of course, because we're in Spain. And even though I don't speak the language, I have no idea what they're saying. It's just so fun to be involved in these kind of things. So we were just at the Plaza Mayor. Lots of stuff going on, walked around, and we realized that we were hungry. And everywhere, literally on the way to the plaza and then on our way to, we're going to a cathedral, we noticed that there was tons of just little restaurants everywhere. And I think that tapas is just very, very popular in Spain in general. So we're at a tapas restaurant called El Shotes. We got a few little dishes, and I'm excited just to have a little snack. We got some amazing little potatoes that had some sriracha sauce on it, and they came out so hot, but they were so good. And there was also some amazing little Spanish sausages.
This thing is delicious. It slaps. It's not too spicy, but it's also very flavorful. I love it.
And after was this interesting grilled octopus dish. I've never tried like grilled octopus like this before, so I was a bit skeptical because you can see like the little tentacles and everything, but it's very good. Okay, the last thing is some calamari. You can't really go wrong with it, so I'm not too worried. Let's see. Oh, it's like really juicy, and like it's not as crispy as some other ones, which I like because there's more meat and less like batter that's deep fried.
Guys, I love Madrid. The tapas, oh my goodness, it slapped.
We're on our way now after getting some food in our belly to Cathedral El Medina, which I'm pretty excited to see because it's regarded as one of the biggest crypts in Spain and has been a resting place for some of the most noble families that have lived in Spain and over the generations. So I think it's pretty famous, pretty cool. I'm excited. Just finished in the cathedral. It was amazing. I think it's on my top 3 cathedrals, maybe top 2 now that I'm thinking about it. It was gorgeous, lots of intricate details, very high ceilings of course, and amazing sculptures. Right behind it actually is a museum, which I think is really interesting, but it closed at 2:30 and it's now 4 o'clock. So if you are gonna come here, come a bit earlier in the day. That way you have time to do the cathedral and then the museum. We'll try and sneak back here later. But now we are on the back side of the cathedral, right in front of the Royal Palace of Madrid, which is amazing. The whole aesthetic of both is very similar and just overall amazing.
Ooh, guys, we are in front of the Palace of Madrid, and there's my baby, Caitlin. Baby, Caitlin. And there's my baby.
I don't know who Caitlin is.
Caitlin.
My name is Babe.
Oh, sorry, babe. So this palace, oh my goodness, we haven't even gone in yet, but so far, ooh, I'm excited. I'm becoming a museum and palace guy, right?
He's a king already.
I'm a king. Ooh, thank you, baby. Ooh, she called me a king. Let's go.
We just finished our tour around the Royal Palace of Madrid, and all I can say is wow. There were so many different rooms. It kind of did remind me of Versailles because it had these amazing portraits on, or not portraits, well yes, portraits on the wall, but also just like these grand paintings on the ceiling and all around you. There was a couple rooms that just had the most intricate detail I think I've ever seen. And I say that about a lot of places, but this one took the cake. It was like porcelain on the wall. I think that was my favorite room. And then they also had some artifacts of like the crown that the king wore, his throne, the bedroom, where the thrones were, and where they even had documents signed. So overall, really cool, really beautiful. The history is amazing.
Guys, thought about sitting on the throne, but realized I'll probably get in trouble, so skip that part.
At the end of our day, we were walking around and saw some more mascots and even saw Bumblebee, who said hi to us. It was so funny, so cool, and then we headed to bed. Good morning, or should I say buenos dias. We are starting our day off here at El Retro Park. We'll make sure to include it so you guys can find it, but it is an absolutely gorgeous national park here in the capital of Spain, Madrid. So it's definitely worth a check out. It kind of feels like fall, like it's January, and I'm used to snow and cold, but the sun is shining, leaves are on the ground. It kind of feels like autumn, which I love because I think that's one of my favorite seasons. And it's just a very nice vibe. People are running, families are out. It's Sunday, so it makes sense, but yeah, let's explore.
Madrid just feels so different from everywhere else we've been. Like, it just feels like there's more people out, there's more socialization. We have people together walking down, up and down. We have families, we have dogs. Look at this cute little boy. He came to say hi.
Oh
He came to say hi.
It's so cute. I love dogs.
Back to what I was saying, people just seem to be more family orientated here, or just at least doing something and being out together. It's just, it's different from what I expected. In the park, there is this beautiful lake, and we saw some people on boats and we were like, why not just join them? So now we're on the boat in the middle of the lake. It was pretty cheap to get on this. It was only €8. So if you are here and you get a chance to see the lake, spend the money on it. It's absolutely amazing.
Also, the sun is shining and it's just absolutely gorgeous. I can't explain to you how serene it is. There's like ducks everywhere. Everyone's together with their family or their partner. Doyen's rowing, I'm relaxing. Can't ask for a better time. There was a family in one of the boats that was feeding the, what do you call them, pelicans or whatever, and they were flying everywhere, and me and Doyen are so scared that we're gonna get shit on because I don't know, like they're flying over our heads. Can you imagine how horrible that would be? So we just graciously moved away. I don't want birds flying over my head personally. I'm just not a big fan of that, but I just thought it was funny because they were throwing breadcrumbs in and the birds were just basically fighting each other to get the food.
Personally, I'm not a big fan of these birds. I've been shot on before in Vancouver. I was eating a delicious sandwich, and out of nowhere, pop, pop, it hit me on the shoulder. So I'm landing on the food, and I couldn't enjoy my food anymore. So I'm not a fan of eating close to these birds or being shot on. So I had to move away real quick.
So we're walking through the park, which by the way is huge because we're still walking through it a couple hours later after our boat ride, and we keep going, and there is like a beautiful, I think it's called Crystal Palace, and it makes sense because it's like a crystal palace. I think it's a greenhouse, so I don't know if anything's growing inside, but it's gorgeous. There's, I think, like a pond somewhere right next to it. People are laying down, relaxing with their families, having picnics. This is my jam. I love picnics. I tell this to Dwayne all the time. I'm like, I love picnics too. You know, hopefully he catches a hint.
After spending the day in the park, we headed back to the hotel to catch some sleep because we had a really fun surprise for tomorrow.
Good morning! Today we are here in Segovia. We took a bus of just about an hour and 15 minutes northwest of Madrid, so not a long ride at all, and I have to say this place is absolutely gorgeous. It does kind of have this vibe like it's stuck in time. All the buildings are very old but beautiful, not like a lot of the more popular cities that have more of the modern look now. And I think part of it is just because of the influence from the Romans that a lot of the architecture has. So we're gonna go check it out, see what we can find. I think there is lots to see.
When you take a bus from Madrid, it will drop you off around a 12-minute walk from your first destination, which would be the Roman aqueduct. This was made way back when the Romans were ruling these areas. So we're excited to show you them.
We've made it to the Roman aqueduct, which is just a giant bridge, and it's gorgeous. But the history is really cool. It was built in the 1st century AD, so I guess that would be like, what, like 1,000, 2,000 years ago or something. And it was used to signal water or channel water from the springs in the mountains that's all the way 17 kilometers away, so that people here in Segovia could have water in their private houses, in public baths, and for the city's fountains. So it's pretty cool. I don't know how they did that, but they knew what they were doing. And now it stands gorgeous, so we can enjoy it.
So when you get here, make sure you climb all the way to the top because you get this beautiful view of the structural anomaly of its age, and as well as the city from both the left side where you can see the beautiful mountains and the right side where you can see the old rooftop buildings of the old city. We are now at Plaza Mayor, and right in front of it was Cathedral Segovia, and oh my goodness, this site is it's to die for.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, honestly. I have no words. It looks like a castle, like all the little details.
It might as well be a castle, but we're about to go inside and check it out.
This place is absolutely amazing. I don't even think I can articulate how amazing it feels to be in something so big and then feel so small while in it. The arches are huge. It has like these gold, I think it's in, what do you call that? Like the piano with the big chords, you know what I mean? Oh, what's that called? Well, it's covered in gold. I don't know if it's real, but it looks real, and that's all that matters to me because it's fancy.
We're now at Palacio Episcopa, which is part of the tickets that we bought for the cathedral.
When you buy tickets to the cathedral, you have the option to also have this palace included, and we were so glad that we did it because it had so many cool artifacts and things to see.
We've now left and we're on our way to Segovia. And it's this beautiful, beautiful castle. She's laughing because I said it wrong. Alcazar, sorry. But it's this beautiful castle up on top of the hill. And oh, I'm excited to see it. So let's go.
We made it to the Alcazar Palace, and all I can say is this shit looks like Cinderella's castle. It is phenomenal, just like a very medieval looking style, and apparently it's renowned globally and one of Spain's most visited landmarks, which I believe this place is amazing. It is very medieval. Honestly, this whole city has been kind of that medieval vibe, which I love because it makes you feel, like I said before, like you're stuck in time from the Romans. And a really nice couple told us that this was a part of the Roman aqueduct, so that big bridge that we saw earlier. And the reason that they stopped using it in the 1970s is because it was made of lead. So I'm assuming a lot of people died. But it's really interesting to know that it was all interconnected because the bridge was like way over there.
There used to be a moat here, and to be honest, I wouldn't want to try to invade this castle. If I was trying to take down the king, nope, no bueno. I think me and him will be friends. We'll do the salsa together.
We've made it inside of the Alcazar Palace, and this first room here has a lot of interesting information about kind of what occurred during the time of, I guess, in the olden days, if you want to call it that, what people did in here. They had a whole chemistry lab that they had and important research that was done because they realized the close relation between metallurgy and chemistry. And I guess some pretty cool stuff and research and future knowledge was all done here. So, yay, science.
Just close your eyes, set your mind free.
We walked around the castle, and honestly everything in there was so cool. A lot of history about the castle itself, who it was built for, a lot of different rooms like a bedroom and throne room, other rooms that they probably just chilled in. Who knows? I feel like there's a lot of miscellaneous rooms in a lot of castles. You can also go way up the tower, that center tower, but you need a tour guide to go up with it, so we didn't do that. But something to consider for next time, maybe. I bet the view is phenomenal. We are done our tour here today, our little day trip from Madrid, and I really enjoyed it. It was so beautiful, so quaint, yet so much going on. It wasn't too busy, which I appreciate. I know it's January, but I loved how it wasn't too crowded. You could do your own thing, and now I'm exhausted. My feet hurt because we walked all around this little town, and I'm ready to catch the bus back. So till tomorrow. Good morning. We're here on our last day in Madrid, and we're very sad about it, so we're gonna try and make the most out of it. And our first stop here today is the Temple of Tapas, which you can see a bit of it from the outside. I'm not sure what to expect on the inside. We're in a line right now because there's only, I think, 10 people allowed at a time, so we just gotta wait our turn. But it's very interesting because it was gifted to Spain, Madrid in particular, from Egypt because they had a dam that there was construction on and they didn't want it to get damaged by flooding. So they sent it over here, and piece by piece they built it back up. So I'm excited to see. We just came outside of the actual temple. I thought it was just gonna at first be what we saw outside, and I was like, why are we waiting so long? But we persevered, and I'm glad we did because I learned some really cool things. Like, there was a lot more to the temple as a whole. It was all throughout different locations in Egypt, and when they were building the dam, there was help from different countries to prevent people being displaced from their homes, because a lot of people had to be kind of moved around because of the way that the dam was, you know, flooding some areas. So it donated to, I think, 3 other countries, Spain being one of them. So this is only a portion of it. And there's one in the Netherlands, and I think there was one in New York, USA, which is kind of funny to me. I don't know why. And then the remaining parts are still kind of scattered around Egypt, and only one original part remains in its like original spot, which I think is really cool. So it's all kind of scattered around for people to see and just learn the history of it.
We just finished at Temple de Bod, and now we're just at the park that it's located within, and there's so many beautiful, beautiful parks here in Madrid. And again, like I was saying before, the social connections here are big. You never see someone walking alone. You always see people in twos, and they really enjoy the weather and spend time at the park no matter how cold it is. You'll always see someone in a park in Madrid.
I think I said before, I am a big nature girl, park girl. I love going for a stroll, going for a little casual walk. So the amount of beautiful parks here, I definitely can see myself moving here. Maybe one day, as soon as I learn Spanish, because no español.
We just made a quick stop at Plaza España. It's this beautiful open concept area where people can come hang out. There's a beautiful fountain right across from me as well, and overall just a place to come hang out, talk with your friends.
Sit on a bench, read a book, all of the above.
All the good stuff. Caitlin said she's really loving Madrid, so...
I know, like I think this for me and just the whole vibe and the architecture and the way the city's built makes me happy.
It makes her want to move here apparently. So we might become Spanish soon. Ooh. Wow, what a long day in Madrid. So after we finished, we walked around for a bit longer and we got really tired. Plus we have a flight early tomorrow morning. And so we decided to call it a night a little bit early. But overall, Madrid has been such an amazing time. The city, the people, the culture, the food. Oh.
Dorian loves big portions of everything, and from the moment we stepped on the street, he became a tapas lover.
I became a tapas lover.
Imagine that.
So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't yet subscribed, don't forget to click that link below, because it's you that truly support us and allow us to create videos like this so that you can experience the town, experience Madrid just like we experienced it. So if you haven't yet, hit that like button and we'll see you next time.
Bye.